Welcome to episode 4 of the story of my Teletype set. I'm going to demonstrate sending an ASCII text file from the Mac computer here to the Teletype machine. First, I start a program I wrote called Utility Manager. Now, I've already downloaded it to my Motorola 6800 based homemade computer. So this is my utility program. It has several commands. This is a help menu showing the different things I can do. These are the command codes right here. I'm going to download now a text file from the Mac. So that's command 1. And then using Mac Terminal, I'll send the file. The file I want to send is called QST Message 1. It's sending the file now from the Mac to the homemade computer down here on the floor. When the cursor comes back right there, that means the file has been downloaded, and I need to type a Control-D to end the download operation. And this is the homemade computer is reporting back the location of the EOT code in the text buffer. I can review what I just downloaded. Now this is a read back from the homemade computer back to the Mac here in Mac Terminal. This is the message text that I just downloaded. So what I want to do now is I want this to be printed on the Teletype machine. So that's command 3 in my utility manager. You can hear the machine start. Let's go over there and see what it's doing. Looking pretty good. The program I wrote has a conversion table to convert ASCII code to the Teletype 5 level code, and it automatically checks to see whether or not it should send a letters mode or figures mode command to the Teletype machine when it looks at each ASCII character. I'm very happy with the fact that this is working very well now. It took me a lot of work over the past year to get all my old equipment back running again after sometimes as many as 20 years in the basement or various storages. Parts had gone bad, things weren't working. So this is great. And looks like it was, everything looks great. Now that the camera's off the tripod, I can show you my homemade computer that the Mac is hooked up to. And it's right down here. I made this computer in 1975, starting in 75 up through about late 77. And it has a Motorola evaluation kit single board computer as the CPU board. and then there's a total of 8 kilobytes of memory that are plug-in boards for the Altair bus called MITS S100 bus. And my interface cards that I built, one is for the audio cassette tape for data storage, and the blue card that you can't see too well is the Teletype interface. I'll have a photograph of that card included after this clip. And the red and black cable there is the current loop over to the Teletype machine from that card. Not much to the front panel. There's the on-off switch and the reset button. That's it. This is the Teletype output interface card. It has two parts to it. The upper part of the board is the current loop driver. The large transistor on the right side is the high voltage switching transistor that opens or closes the current loop in response to the data stream. And at the lower right of the card is a timer circuit. It's adjusted to produce a pulse rate at 1 millisecond period. And I use that in the software. I look at the output of that little pulse generator to count bit intervals, 1 millisecond intervals, to time the output of the Teletype data. The data bits for the Teletype machine are 22 milliseconds exactly, and the stop bit has to be exactly 31 milliseconds minimum or more. And that's what that circuit does. It helps the software to time the output of the data bits.